All right, guys. Well, hi, my name is Tim Byres, and I'm back again cooking with pork rinds. And we're here with our Southern recipe small batch pork rinds, and we're going to do some cooking with you guys. And we're doing a series of stuff that's sort of we're all trapped in our houses and uh, stuck doing whatever it is that we're doing. And we wanted to get together and have some fun recipes, get some stuff that you guys can share, and stuff that's fun for the family and friends and whoever you're holding up with. So this is one of my most requested recipes. So once again, I'm Tim Byres, chef, James Beard award-winning author, and one of the things I've really been known for over the years is this live fire cooking. So I'm going to show you guys one of my most favorite and probably most requested recipes. And what it is, it's this salsa where we're going to take all the vegetables that you would normally have in your salsa: onions, tomatoes, chilies, these sort of things, and we're going to cook them straight in the charcoal. And what this is going to get, it's going to get super dark black, really rich, and I call it Ash Salsa. And it's really wonderful. And it's also one of those things that you just don't expect it, because you're like, this guy's going to throw all this stuff in the fire. It's going to taste like burnt nothing, but it's really pretty killer. All right, so this is going to be on your best dips list. This is something that's going to be awesome with pork rinds. I just tried these Pasilla chili cheese ones. These are super killer. I've got another one, pretty favorite now, is a spicy dill. And then back there is some kimchi barbecue. So I think any of these things are going to be awesome for your for your dips. Okay, white onion. Pretty simple. Boom, in it goes. Jalapenos. I'm going to throw these guys right in here too. And I don't know if I'll just make sure that we can see what's going on in here. Here's our poblanos. So I'm going to, A, make sure you guys can see what's going on there. And then B, we're just going to really roast these up. So we've got a couple of other things, and don't worry about it burning. We want this to get as black as possible. All right. So we do have some things like tomatoes. Tomatoes, you throw these guys straight in the fire, you can do it. They get a little mushy, so they get a little difficult to sort of maneuver. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a grill grate on here, and then I'm going to get these guys to where we can burn them up. And so this probably is going to take 15 minutes. We'll mess with it a little bit and get this up and going. So for all you do-it-yourself guys, this is a little trick. So this is a leaf blower. You can really get this thing raging hot. It took me about 4 years of doing events in the rain and in the middle of nowhere to come up with the idea that fire likes air, and a cordless leaf blower does the trick. So we're gonna let these guys burn up and get these guys going as much as they can, and I'll come right back. All right, boom. So okay guys, we got our stuff going. So this is like campfire style cooking right now. So again, this is pretty hot. I know I'm gonna do this barehanded, but it's also, I guess I've just done it a few rounds. I just want you guys to see these chilies really getting dark. The onion you really want as black as possible. And it's gonna just roast and get soft in the center. So when I had that initial onion on there, when I threw it on and had the skin, a lot of people are like, well, do I need to peel this? This initial skin is just gonna burn off and be gone anyways. It burns like paper. So, and back to the idea of tomatoes. Tomatoes get soft. They fall through the coals. I do want to burn them up, so maybe I can get this fire a bit going here. I'm going to throw some more wood on, I think. And then I've got to make a little tinfoil package for garlic. Garlic, garlic burns and it's like trash. It gets really bitter and nasty. So we're going to put a little olive oil and garlic and we're going to put it in this little envelope and put it on here. Be right back. This is how it goes. All right, so these are mesquite wood chunks. Had them delivered with the groceries. I'm gonna cheat this up with my leaf blower like I was showing you guys. You can't smell this, but it's probably can't hear this either. All right, chili's back in. So what I was saying is you can't smell this, but there is such a really good roasted sort of authentic salsa smell that's come out. Okay. So I got tinfoil. Just kind of make a cup around your fist. We've got our 8 cloves of garlic. My mom used to cook eggs like this when we were kids, when we were fishing in California on the side of the streams and stuff, and she'd make these little baskets with eggs in them. Always reminds me of that. All right, so I'm gonna put this on here in a way that like is sealed up and then it won't burn. You'll start to hear them like sizzling, and that's gonna be a sign that we wanna move them away from the fire. We could keep it on the grill, move it around. If you're going straight in all the time, you can easily just put your little packet along the edge of it. And I'm having a real difficult time getting this really going. I think it's where the wind is right now. So I might just go straight in with these guys because I really want to burn them up. I'm going to put him sort of maybe off to the side. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a blender project. This is a great Vitamix. It's like the super blender. I mean, this thing can blend anything. I'm going to put about 1 bunch of cilantro leaves. They've been washed, and just have them in there. While we're waiting, I'll juice my limes. I think this is a cool recipe too, which I think is one of the reasons why it's so like everybody asks about it, is that if you do this in front of people, you always get this like, what the hell is this guy doing? Cooking straight in the coals always gets everybody, as from like a style standpoint. And I'll cook steaks right in here like this too. This is definitely campfire cooking here. And this is just a simple little fire pit that we have in the backyard. Okay, so I've got limes, I've got cilantro. I'm gonna put some salt in here, and we can reseason it as we go. This is cumin, really, really Mexican-y, really good. Coriander. Coriander is the seed of cilantro, and it's really, really great too. And we're just gonna continue to wait here on our vegetables to roast away. See how black that's getting? That's perfect. I couldn't get it on the grill. Normally, if the grill's really ripping, these tomatoes get, they sort of get too soft and fall apart. And I want to be able to show you guys some. So this is looking great. People are like my suggestion with this sort of thing is if you think it's black enough, keep going. Getting there. Finally, the smoke's actually blowing into your face, not mine. See the oil leaks a little bit. It's starting to sizzle. I'll get it really hot so you guys can hear it maybe. I don't know if you can hear that or not. All right, my poblano is real close. We'll let them keep going. Just make sure we can find them all. Sometimes they start to look like charcoal. So we're looking for 2 jalapenos, 1 poblano, an onion. Give it a little. This is my dedicated barbecue leaf blower. That's why it looks like it's been in a coal mine. All right, so this guy is soft. Let's get these little hunk of charcoal. I'm gonna put him in. Hear that now? So that's doing its thing. The thing you really want to make sure is you want to make sure this onion gets super cooked because it'll be hard in the center, and we want this to sort of roast. And the more layers of dark that this gets, the deeper flavor and color you're gonna get in your finished situation, your finished salsa. Okay. Like a piece of charcoal. It's a jalapeno. All right. So jalapeno talk. Those who are not into spicy, what you can do is you can pick the back of this and take away the seeds that are in here. The seeds are the hottest part of the chili. I don't mind. But if you want to have a milder salsa, that's where you go with that. We'll do it to the poblano just because it has a huge stem and you know. It roast just a little bit more, but it looks killer, right? If you guys can see the inside. There we go. Dust off some of those seeds. Into the pot it goes. All right. So no wood, little ash, good to go. Still want more out of that. So hopefully we'll get that to cook a little bit more. All right, let me get our bowls together. I like this whole like cooking on a rug. Okay. So again, all this stuff is really hot. You can pull it to the side, let it do a little bit more, but see how that's like roasting garlic? Really good. Still a little hard. What you don't want is you don't want the black. Burnt garlic, it's just trash. There's really nothing you can do to it. It's like one of those deals that I'm gonna steal this little piece of onion skin that's fallen off, throw it in. Let it steam a little bit. This is like that Scandinavian TV show where they just show a train that drives for 12 hours. Just sit here watching the fire. All right. Like I said, I really dig the Pasilla Chilean cheese. These are kind of like they fight number one, number two in flavored rind choices. And then kimchi one. Gotta love the little pork ring. Okay. Okay, we got our roast garlic. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna put that straight in the blender. All right, cilantro, 3 tomatoes, 8 cloves of garlic roasted, a couple tablespoons of olive oil, 2 fire roasted in the charcoal jalapenos, and 2 roasted in the charcoal jalapenos. Okay, starting, you can feel that it's a little bit in the, hard in the center, but it's roasted. This is one of those deals that I'm gonna put it in the blender in a minute, but you really can't mess this up. It continues to, like your brain is saying, hey, this is dead or burned or whatever, and you can't overdo it. So if you have any of this really authentic, awesome, like salsa negro or any of these really great super roasted chili sauces and moles, this is what they're doing. They're either going straight into coal like this, you get the smoky wood thing going on, or they're taking a plancha or a piece of steel, getting it super, super, super hot, and just like searing the vegetables hard on there till a little black on one surface. So, like, you can't mess it up. All right. So far, we are no knives, only tongs and charcoal. See how it's all starting to come together. We do have like a super high powered blender. Makes this game pretty. All right. Got blender. Big blender to here. Okay. I'm gonna start it low and then just bring it up. Everything is pretty soft in there with the exception of that onion. And so what I want to do is I want to drive that onion down there with the blade. Now we're gonna go full speed. So look how like really black and like ashy it is. And it doesn't taste like an ashtray. It's like super caramelized, really exceptionally roasted vegetables. And at this point in the game, I'm gonna bring it back up here. All right. That. So we can add some more salt. We could add some more lime. But man, does it smell good. I also jar this stuff up, spin a lid on it. It's like keeps in your fridge like any sort of fresh vegetable would, probably 3 days, 4 days. So, style points for cooking in the coal. If you're super bored and you're locked in the house for, you know, coronavirus lockdown, also lots of fun. Great to do with the kids. And it's a killer dip. And it's great for parties and for just eating. So, wow, it's great. This gets better by it sits. This will be more deep, more oniony, more garlicky, more awesomey by tomorrow morning. But again, it's super killer to serve right now. Put this here. And that's the I think the end of our cooked in the coal campfire ash salsa. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Thanks again to Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds for getting us out here cooking with pork rinds. Again, this is about real food, real people, having a really great time, sharing our stories, and we got more of these coming your way. So hope to see you guys again in the kitchen. Thanks.